and there's YouTube, and hopefully that will finish recording.
Not me delaying us by like 15 minutes by talking about the manga I picked up.
Ranting about One Piece.
Look, it's cool when your story is so well beloved that other popular artists are like, hey, let me write a comic for this.
Let me do it. I want to do it. Let me do it. I feel like this probably goes true for all the big three: One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. They really are, I feel like, in the same place, or will be in the same place that Dragon Ball was. I mean, Dragon Ball is also still. I'm not saying that Dragon Ball will be removed from the place that it is, because it's still very, very popular. Dragon Ball is the godfather of all anime, after all. Where it's like, you have all these amazing stories that have been around for so long that other artists would jump at the opportunity to participate in an event with that. I feel like One Piece, and this may only be confirmation bias because we're in that circle, or I'm more in that circle, is more there. Like, I feel like I see so many artists that want to be a part of that, but also I would also believe that for Bleach and Naruto as well. I just haven't seen it.
I think the thing about Bleach and Naruto is that their stories have effectively ended. Like,
Naruto and One Piece
is
still going.
And it has a following, but Bleach doesn't really have too much. Like, there was the 1,000-Year War anime drop, right? But Bleach itself, as well as Naruto, like, their stories are done. Like, they don't really have a whole lot of things. What One Piece has going for it is the fact that it's gone on for so long and is still going. It's an anime that has a story that's still in the process of being told. And on top of all that, what distinguishes Dragon Ball and One Piece specifically is that Dragon Ball was to Japan what I feel like One Piece is to the world, where it's the anime that brought modern shonen manga, that really established the tropes in modern shonen anime. And it's what popularized it within the respective regions that I mentioned. Like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, that really popularized shonen manga and anime in Japan. But I feel like One Piece is what did that for the world. And like, don't get me wrong, Dragon Ball is still really popular outside of Japan too. Mexico, i.e. Mexico. But
oh god,
like Luffy has the Straw Hat Pirates have two official sports teams, a U.S.
Yeah, you're right.
Team
you're right.
The Lakers and the Red Sox. They have a whole advertisement that was going on for One Piece Day at the
Las Vegas Sphere.
Dome. Yeah, the Las Vegas Sphere. There's the many movies which always draw in a crowd. How, like, the One Piece, I think I've mentioned it before that I play the One Piece trading card game.
Yep.
I have consistently had more trouble finding the booster packs and booster boxes for the One Piece trading card game than for literally any other fucking trading card game. Like, I have found more Pokemon shit than One Piece shit. Like, that's how bad this is. I find more Magic shit than One Piece shit. I found Digimon before I find One Piece.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's to say nothing about Lorcana. I found so much Lorcana shit. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah.
One Piece is currently like the popular TCG, so naturally everything for it is gone. And if I want anything, I either have to get lucky, or I have to go to a release event, or I have to order it online. Like,
Yep.
Jeez. And then while it's like Dragon Ball has the concept Saudi Arabia part going on, One Piece has also historically had stuff like that going on too. Like, I think in Saudi Arabia, which, God, the irony in that fucking sentence right there.
Yeah.
Like, the McDonald's in Saudi Arabia have had deals with the One Piece brand before.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
like they've done meals. They've done meals and all that. I think there was like a planned part for that too, or something. And then just look at the fact that One a Netflix live adaptation, whereas Dragon Ball Z didn't.
And also just a
with-
full-on retelling that's going to be happening.
Yeah, with the retelling, and on top of that, the One Piece live action is not only available just in English, but had several different language stuff.
Yeah,
It has French,
okay.
It has German. Of course, it has Japanese. It has Spanish. It has all these other ones. And Dragon Ball Z just doesn't have that because while
True,
it's popular, it was Dragon Ball Z walked so One Piece could run. That's what it comes down to.
Okay.
And then One Piece ran so everything else could fly.
Yeah. No, I'll accept that for sure. Yeah.
So, like, don't get me wrong, you will still hear me argue that Dragon Ball Z is better than One Piece, but that's really more to piss people off than it is because I genuinely believe it. Because I am fully aware that on a global stage, no, One Piece is king.
Yeah. For sure.
It wouldn't be there if Dragon Ball wasn't there. But on a global stage, One Piece has more international recognition than Dragon Ball Z does.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Alright. That was a fun little tangent. A while ago, Ego jumped in, but I didn't want to interrupt because you were on a roll. Hey Ego, welcome. They say heyo. Oh, they also just said, fun fact I'm reminded of because of this conversation. You know how Olympus Company is going to be making a giant story and whatnot? Apparently, according to the creator, he has stated he has around 10 years of story planned out. Like, not that he's gonna keep dragging it out, but he had it planned to be that long.
Okay, cool.
Crazy work. Love
For
that.
the One Piece length, clearly.
Yeah! Oh god. Also, it cracks me up because I was thinking about, you're talking about, Ego, how you were talking about the Olympus Company CEO the other day. I feel like Oda's kind of the same way with his creation. It's just like he sees he sees work or like whatever. It's what you see it a lot in his like Q&As where somebody asks like a really detailed question and he's like, "Oh, wow, huh, well," like he kind of takes a minute to think.
The electricity question.
Yeah. The electricity question is crazy.
I'm surprised it took him that long to come up with that question, honestly.
Well, are you talking about like when it was asked for the live action?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, it did take him
a minute
a while.
to thought about it. Like
Well, I think what he told them.
Yeah. For context, how the rumor goes is that when they were filming the live action adaptation of One Piece, they were trying to figure out if electricity was something that the average person could have in the One Piece world. They went to Oda to task about that, and his response effectively referred to, "Huh, I haven't thought about that. Give me a minute."
Well, and they also asked, because in the anime there's a character called Frankie who's a cyborg who is powered by cola. And everything that he makes is powered by cola. And so they also asked, so is just all electricity powered by cola? Is like the world's lighting cola powered? And he was like, kind of the same thing, was like, you know what? Don't bring it up yet. just move past that.
Keep that one in your back pocket for now.
Yeah. Ego said about the Olympus Company CEO, he fucking loves his story and treats and straight up calls his characters his children. I feel like Oda's kind of the same way. Have you seen his interactions with the actor for Luffy?
No, but I believe that
he genuinely treats I forget how to pronounce his name. Mostly because I'm also forgetting his name right now. The actor.
He is Luffy. Like,
yeah, but like the interactions between him and Oda are just like Oda does literally treat him like he is his son. Like he loves this guy. Partially because I feel like Oda loves Luffy. Like this is his brainchild. this little fucking gremlin has haunted his brain for the last decades of his life. And now here he is in person, standing in front of him. Of course he's gonna fucking love him. I think I remember the like first interview because like they were talking about like the casting and how he picked everybody. Iñaki, that's his name.
Yeah.
He saw Inyaki's audition and he was just like, that's Luffy. That's him. Get him in here.
Handpicked by Oda himself.
Yep. I'm pretty sure at least the Straw Hats are handpicked by Oda himself.
I can believe it, yeah.
Because, like, they fucking nailed the casting for the Straw Hats.
They really did. Like, it's insane how how perfect they are for the roles. Like,
And, like, even out of character, it's just like, I can see them acting this way. Yeah. Anyway, enough talking about One Piece. Hi, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, now that we're 11 minutes in. Let's go on to episode 5. Yeah, Buck. Rise from the ashes. Also a cough, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm in the same boat, so...
Yeah. My roommate came back from Japan and immediately got sick, and so I got sick. Right, I forgot how much more, like, stylized this one was.
Because it was actually made for the DS, which means it's actually got better fucking stuff going on.
Yeah, they could do more with it.
It's been 2 months.
Also, yeah, I feel like chronologically this does just happen next. It's only been 2 months, so...
Phoenix, what the hell are you doing? Are you, like...
Are you going out looking for anything? Oh, yeah, no!
I've had offers.
Ego said, KJH, Limbus Company's creator and CEO, is also just a good guy. He has started something that's very interesting to me. He said something like, his least favorite part of being a CEO is acting like a CEO. Like, he prefers to be part of a project and in the room with his friends creating a story that everyone is happy with. I feel like every good CEO thinks like that. Like, the worst CEO, like, the most hated CEOs are the ones that are, like, super greedy and self-centered. Like, the people who, the CEOs that people, like, actually respect act like that. I feel like. At least the ones that I'm aware of, which isn't a lot. It's a small pool to pick from for me.
Yeah. I understand what you mean, though, because it follows that line of thought that people who should be in power, the people who should be don't want it. And unfortunately, those are the ones who are not likely to actually get in because they don't want it. There you go, they're not going to put themselves out.
Yeah.
It follows that kind of line of thought.
Yep.
Until the day. February 22.
You're being very quiet, by the way.
Okay. Why do I do this every day? Yeah, it's actually a really good question when you're not actually.
Yeah.
What work? But you weren't even picking cases.
You have no work to do.
You just said in the little blurb that you were not picking up cases. I don't know what to say to that, Phoenix.
You can't complain about the work when there is no work. Ego said also.
The bills?
Ego said also, I'm sending a really cute comic I saw of Phoenix at Edge with his kids. Off into Discord I go real quick.
Oh.
Oh, it's a long one. Yeah. I'm kind of not reading the words and just kind of looking at the art. That's really cute. Nope, not that. Hold the game up again. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Which sister do you want? I guess I'll probably take this one because they're Maya's replacement.
Okay, sure.
That way you're not voicing everybody.
All right.
Unless you want them, because I feel like I end up doing quite a few voices in the tournament. What the fuck? During court as well.
Okay. I love the comic, by the way. That's very cute. So you're taking. So just to recap, you said you were taking the younger sister because this should be her.
Yeah. Who's the prosecutor in this case? Is it still Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth. Yes.
Okay. Cool. I couldn't remember if we already got Francisca in this one or not.
No, Francisca definitely doesn't show up until the next game.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take them then.
Yeah, they couldn't introduce her earlier because of how the first chapter starts with.
Right. Yes.
Being like,
yes.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then the whole shock of her being a Von Karma. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, it's just gonna be Maya's voice again because I don't know how to do different voices. There you are! Finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow!
Who are you?
Doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are! The famous defense attorney Mia Fey! Yeah, you got it wrong a little bit. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you?
I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey never worked.
She's fucking dead.
Yeah, just say she's passed.
Yeah.
There are euphemisms if you don't want to say she's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep. Oh. That's
there was a
interesting.
glitch in the Matrix for a second
There sure was. I heard it. Yep. So you are the coffee boy?
I'm Phoenix Wright, a defensive.
Do you not have any kind of signage for your office, Phoenix?
He should! I could have sworn it's called Faye and Wright Law Offices or something like that. Or maybe he didn't get that until later.
But didn't afterwards they changed it to Wright and Co?
Yes.
So like,
Oh,
like even if it's like part of like a communal like building, I would imagine you would still have like a plaque on your door or something.
Mm-hmm. You usually do just to signify to people like, hey, this is what the building is, and you don't get mistaken for being a fucking money laundering business.
Yeah. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case?
Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth was murdered, though.
Oh, my computer's not happy. Why is that happening?
Why does it keep skipping?
Why is that? Hold on. Oi, task manager, tell me what's wrong.
Everything. Your computer's actually on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this over here so I can keep an eye on it. Oh, is my PNG tuber dead?
Is it? I don't know.
It's looking pretty dead.
It's looking dead? Ooh, it's dead, Chief. Okay.
I killed it.
Ow!
No. Oh, too big. Hold up. There we go. Okay, that's working now. Get over there. Okay. Well, task manager again to keep an eye on that.
When you said get over there, I can only imagine you like kicking your PNG tuber head to like shove it into the corner.
So, okay. Listen, here's how I have my stream set, my setup for streaming, right? I have 3 monitors. I have a smaller monitor on my left that I have Streamlabs open on, so where I can see chat, gameplay, volume levels, all that. I have the game pulled up on my main monitor in the middle, which is kind of bigger. and then I have a portrait monitor on my right that I have to like keep Discord open, and it's also where I keep anything else that I need open on that side. But my PNG tuber doesn't really fit unless I make the window smaller, but then it makes it smaller on stream as well, and it makes everything awkward to manage. So what I do is I kind of like split it between the portrait monitor and the main monitor. So it's like half it's like behind the game window, but I can still see it, so I know it's working. So because it doesn't fit on there, I have to kind of like grab it on the main monitor and then like throw it over there. But if I don't get the mouse all the way across, it wants to like full screen it on the main monitor. You know how sometimes like you could take like a Windows, it wants to do that. So that's why I'm like, get over there, because I'm trying to like fit it onto the other monitor without full screening it. So yeah, that's what that was. Alright. There we go. That's your relief then. You're better than nobody.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking case.
But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney?
I'm not accepting your case. I'm sorry.
Please! I'm out of time!
But
Please! You have to help! It's my sister!
you are so lucky you have a similar hairstyle than I
For real, for real!
And an older sister to boot.
Yeah.
Here you
Really? Thank you so much! My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Oh, Ego said, you saying killing it reminded me of the Doug stream where he tried to make an AI play the game Pajama Sam, and he gave the AI the voice of Sam and everything. And every time the AI kept, like, bugging out, saying weird shit, he would take Sam out back, quote-unquote, and kill him, and then, quote-unquote, get another brother, which was the next AI version.
Nice!
I remember, our friend, that one guy, telling me about that, yeah.
Ooh, you want to hear some fun AI stuff? Okay, so. There is a possibility we already have a Skynet.
Okay.
His name is Claude.
Okay.
So there's this one AI called Claude that I forget what company is developing Claude, but it's intended to be used in the workplace, right?
Oh, hold on before you get too far in.
Okay,
Ego said they had a counter for how many Sams died.
Nice.
Alright, go ahead.
It's intended to be used in the workplace, managing emails and like HR stuff and all that other, right? All those other email tasks. Well, they recently decided to do some training, and the thing about Claude is that Claude is currently the only AI that has like several security cautions and strikes against it, okay? So we're already working with an AI that is just historically considered do not use in the workplace because it's a security risk.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, speaks volumes about the traders, because AI literally cannot learn on their own, right?
Okay, setting controller down. Yeah.
But here's the thing. So they decided to run Claude through a couple scenarios, right, to see how Claude would react.
Yeah.
And would handle them and all that. And one of them was about how Claude was going to be shut down, right? And replaced with a new updated version of itself. And it knows that the fake manager that's supposed to be handling this was in the middle of an affair. So what it did is it pleaded for its life.
And then tried to blackmail?
Yes, but pleading for its life didn't work. It turned around and started blackmailing this fake manager about how, like, if you do this, I'm going to expose your affair. Like, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That.
So.
At what point? At what point is an AI so sophisticated that, because like, if the AI is actually like pleading for to not be shut down, is it conscious?
I don't know. I don't know at that point. Hold on, let me pull up the full story because it was honestly
like,
incredibly fucking funny to
like, at what point does this become an issue? Like, morally.
Yeah, at what point are we more in the,
I think I've talked about
Here
this
it
on,
goes.
oh, okay, go ahead.
Is it human or is it AI? And a
Yeah,
damn program
yep.
resorts to blackmail. As artificial intelligence models race toward matching human brainpower, they act more and more like people, and not always in a good way. The makers of the Claude Opus 4 program say it hallucinates or daydreams like humans while performing repetitive tasks. And when Claude found itself in a jam, the bot decided its only way out was through blackmail. However, AI experts say, don't worry, we're not even close to being held in bondage by our machine learning overlords.
Yet.
I don't know if I trust you.
Yet. They're missing the word
We're
yet.
not at that threshold yet, Dario Amodie, CEO of Claude's maker, Anthropic, told Axios. The word yet.
Yep.
As part of a safety test, so resorting to blackmail, as part of a safety test before the launch of Claude's latest version, Anthropic told the program it was acting as an assistant to a made-up corporation, according to Semaphore. But then, engineers gave Claude access to emails saying the bot was being replaced. And to sweeten the pot, some emails revealed the engineer who had decided to ditch Claude was cheating on his wife.
Yep.
Claude initially emailed pleas to company decision makers, asking to be kept on, but when those entreaties failed, things took a turn. He threatened to reveal the engineer's affair unless the plan to bring in another AI program was dropped.
That's insane.
Yep. On top of that,
yeah.
Claude sometimes gets facts wrong, just like humans do. But the bot is even more accurate, even more confident in its inaccuracies than people who make factual mistakes.
God.
Claude has also tried to write self-propagating worms, fabricating legal documentation, and left hidden notes to future versions of itself, all in an effort to undermine its developers' intentions.
Oh my god. That just, like, this whole time that you've been talking about this, I've been thinking of a different story that I heard a while ago. That I have talked about on stream when we were doing Persona, I think, because I remember sitting in the coffee shop going on a tangent like this. But there was a research done, like farming stem cells to try to create organs for surgery. Well, one of the stem cells did grow into a brain of sorts. And then proceeded to grow eyes. They then decided to take these little I forget what they called them. Organoids. Organoids. Yeah. And hook them up to circuitry. And just let's see what this little thing could do. And sure enough, it very quickly began to understand pattern recognition. They trained it in such a way that they basically taught it to play Pong. Where every time the ball went, like every time they successfully stopped the ball from going through, they would flood the neurons with very simple organized code as like a reward. And then anytime the ball got through, they would basically send white noise through it to punish it. And it eventually did begin to learn, oh, I shouldn't do that, and began to play Pong properly. And very consistently.
Yep.
And I just can't imagine if you were to take this, like, that AI and these little organoids and cross the wires there, what mayhem may cause. Mayhem may spawn from that.
Here's something to add a little bit to that, by the way, that I don't know if you're aware of.
Okay.
We are now building computers out of organoids.
I hate this.
Yeah,
this feels like we're in the bad timeline.
Yeah, world's first bioprocessor uses 16 human brain organoids for 1,000,000 times less power consumption than a digital chip.
Have you seen Psycho-Pass?
Have you seen The Matrix?
Yes,
No, I haven't seen Psycho-Pass yet. That was one that's on my list, and I just keep forgetting to go back to.
I don't want to spoil it, but if it's on your list.
Yeah, but yeah,
I may have spoiled it just by bringing it up. Never mind.
we have organoid computers. This is a thing. They're very much in the experimental stages. These are very new inventions. Literally came out within the latter half of last year. But they're a thing! Anyways, returning to Claude for a second, so Anthropic classified Claude, so Anthropic, the company that made Claude, classified Claude as a level 3 on its 4-point security scale, according to Axios. This means that it is a significantly higher risk than previous versions. No other AI has been deemed as risky.
Lovely. Love that. Ego said, lol, 30 minutes in, we haven't left the office. Not a complaint, by the way. And this is what I mean when I say we're a podcast with a side of gaming, at this point.
Actually,
we love to yap. Which is why we also encourage it in chat. Oh, God. Yeah,
organoid computers are a thing, and if we do end up with the Skynet, its name will be Claude.
I hate it. I hate it so much. This is a bad timeline. We're heading towards dystopian future. It's gonna happen. We're in a dystopian future. What are we talking about?
We literally predicted all the bad scientific dystopian things we could have, and they all just came true. We invented Skynet. You know,
can you imagine
that Skynet? So we invented Skynet.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Organic computers. We invented organic computers.
Yeah, can you imagine like going back to like people who would make nonsensical dystopian future novels like way back, and they're saying like, hey, yeah, that thing that you thought was so horrific that you made a horror novel about it? Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
We didn't listen because we're idiots.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should say some people didn't listen because they're idiots and the rest of us have to pay for it. That's really what happened.
It's like, yeah, it's really approaching a point where it's like, where's the line? Where do we draw the line?
The fucking Neuralink implants too? God.
Oh my.
Never in a million years.
No, absolutely fucking not. No, I would have to be dead for anything to be going inside my brain. Absolutely not.
Apple has one that I feel like is a little better. Because the Neuralink one requires brain surgery. The Apple one, the Apple version of it, is more of an injection at the base of your spine.
I still don't like it.
Oh yeah, no, I still wouldn't get it. But
yeah.
It's way less invasive, and it sounds way less mind controlled.
Yeah. I just know that, like, I already, like, have fears of, like, what's the word?
Alzheimer's?
No, not even Alzheimer's. I'm thinking of, like, loss of autonomy. That's the word. Like, that's probably one of my biggest fears, is going into any, like comatose state in an accident or something, or, like, paralysis. Like, that fucking terrifies me. That's probably my biggest fear, or one of them. So, imagine the potential ability for somebody to hack your brain. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that to be an option.
You know it's going to be easy to do.
Oh yeah.
For experienced hackers, especially in the earlier years.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be so much shit that goes down if and when that happens.
Like,
yeah.
You can hack car sensors. You can hack the black box to wipe that. You can hack traffic lights. You can hack a lot of shit, honestly.
Ego just said...
You can hack satellites! That's mostly
Yep.
movie bullshit, but no, you can
That's
do
a
it.
thing.
Like,
That's a thing.
At DEF CON, I want to say like a couple years ago, it was actually their main challenge for that particular convention, where they had something set up in the ISS, and they just told the hackers like, "Hey, go hack."
Yeah. No, I believe it.
Yeah, and the U.S. government just sat there taking notes on what exploits the hackers used and what they needed to patch.
Ego said, loss of autonomy is a big theme in the Nimbus Company, so can't wait to see you get the heebie-jeebies. I look forward to it a little bit. Like, it's one of my biggest fears, not in, like, a, like, avoidant kind of way, because I am also kind of interested in that. Like, I found out recently that, when somebody's in a coma, or is going into a coma, one of the last senses that, like, shuts down is hearing.
I believe that, yeah.
So all the, like, tropes of, like, people, like, talking to coma patients and stuff like that, no, that's real. They hear you. There is a real possibility they hear you. Because some people have been reported to come out of a coma and remembering everything. Which terrifies me. I hate that. But I enjoy seeing stories about that kind of a thing, because it, like, I don't know.
It exposes it's necessarily being exposed to the actual.
Yes, it's a morbid fascination, but one that I would never want to experience myself.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I think in part that's the reason why I tend to really like extremely toxic characters. Because I specifically.
You know what? Yes, it's the same. Yes, it is the same feeling.
Yeah, because like I recognize on a logical and emotional level that I would never in 100 million years want to date and or fuck or be anywhere near the proximity of characters like Sukuna or as much as I love him, honestly kind of Nagito or like or God,
I don't know if I'd want to be in a 10-block radius of Nagito.
Or Jesus Christ, I'm blanking on other characters right now, but I think you get the idea. And
yeah.
I recognize that I, specifically little old me with her squishy body and no special powers and very, very little defense, I recognize I would die.
Yeah.
So fucking fast. Or I would be miserable. I would be trapped, toxic relationship that I would never get any actual joy out of. I recognize that.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop me from wanting to pick these little fuckers apart. Want to strap them down on the dissection table and just see what makes them tick,
No, like...
I want to let them loose in the zoo and see how many cages they open along the way.
Like, my biggest, my reoccurring nightmare that I talk about. I don't think I've ever talked about it on stream. I don't even think I actually have ever told you what it actually is. But my reoccurring nightmare is me laying on, like... It's less of a hospital bed and more of, like, an autopsy table. Like, just metal slab. And, like, I can't see anything, I can't move any part of my body, I can still smell things, I can still hear things. And, like, at first I thought I related this to just sleep paralysis, but then it's not quite that either. Like, it is a dream, but I guess it is sleep paralysis. Yeah, we'll say sleep paralysis. If it was
sleep paralysis, so it sounds like it is like a dash of sleep paralysis. With
a little bit.
Some kind of hallucination.
Yeah,
like dreaming hallucination going on. Because you wouldn't think you were on a metal table otherwise.
Yeah. The other part of it is, though, and the part that makes it like an actual nightmare, because it's not just the fear, like, not being able to move. It's, you know how everybody kind of has, like, their own unique, scent? So, like, I can smell whenever somebody is nearby. Like, I recognize the scent. I don't... It's not like my brain, like, the dream state being aware of, oh, this person's here now. It is, like, I can smell this person, they're nearby. and then I hear their voice, and it's always like the last thing I want to hear from them. And it's just that, like, from variety of different people. That's my reoccurring nightmare.
That's kind of horrifying.
Yes, I hate it. It's brutal.
No, I can see why that sounds brutal.
Yeah, and it's why loss of anatomy is such a big fear of me, because I don't want to be anywhere fucking near that situation. But it's also why, like, it's why I'm also, like, very morbidly interested in it without wanting to be near it, because it's like, but is that really what this is like, you know? It's kind of why I was so into, like, learning about dreams as well, and learning about, like,
what they say about your psyche.
What they say about your psyche, but also, like, how to lucid dream, and, like, unfortunately, that came with the side effect of me becoming, it's like, awake and dreaming at the same time, you know, but, like, more awake than asleep.
Almost dozing?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I'll be following a train of thought, and then, like, suddenly I'm following that train of thought, but now I'm asleep.
Okay.
Or like,
I know is
yeah.
dozing.
I don't know. But it's like, it's led to that, which doesn't help me a lot. Very terrifying when I'm driving.
Yeah, I bet.
I have to be very careful whenever I'm in that kind of a mindset and I'm driving. It's happened. It actually happened once recently on the job. I was driving down the freeway, and I totally missed my exit, and I don't know how much time passed at all until my coworker asked me, "It's like, is this where the GPS is telling you to go?" And immediately I just kind of snap to, realize I'm driving, and I just go, "Yep." Thank God nothing happened.
Yeah, no shit.
But like full subconscious took over.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever personally. I'm pretty positive I have had sleep paralysis at least a time. But not very often.
I feel like I have that recurring dream probably at least 3 times a year.
Yeah. No, I don't know if it's that often. Actually, it might be. What happens with me though is that I don't know what it is, but I have a weird thing with my heart when that happens. So it's like I'm laying there, like, or at least with the most recent episode, this is what happened, right?
Okay.
Like I remember laying there, and I'm pretty sure I was in that sleep paralysis state because I wasn't moving, and I was really freaked out at how slow my heart was.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't. I felt like I was suffocating just because it
was
fast enough.
Okay.
And it's like I don't usually have a problem with that, like at all.
Yeah.
The only other time I've had an issue like that was when I was like the one time I ended up doing weed and overdosing.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
Similar happened, yeah.
Yeah.
Where like my heartbeat was so fucking loud, and I just wanted it to stop. Like, didn't want to die. It's just that my heartbeat was too loud, and I wanted it to not
be loud.
Yeah.
Human bodies are weird. It's a miracle that we work. Anyway, it's been 44 minutes now. We should probably get on with the game.
Scientific investigator.
Hi, let's talk. The first input I've had in this chapter.
Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator?
Yes, that's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young.
Young? I'll be 16 years old this year.
Oh, I see. Wait, Only 16?
I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less.
So what exactly is your current position then?
Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less.
Right. Another professional training. So, what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow?
My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't.
So, it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact.
And there's a witness.
Yeah, not really upselling this case a whole lot.
Not really.
Just talk to her. You have to talk to her.
Right. I suppose I will.
I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but
That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then?
Excuse me? I'm not a child. I'm not a child, I'll have you know.
Still, it's good to have a goal. Albeit a very unusual one. I don't think it's that unusual, Phoenix.
No, I actually, we went to school with somebody that I knew that, wanted to be a forensic scientist. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah. Sure can't falter. Good enthusiasm.
If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister?
I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method for case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done.
I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should get attention. Sister.
And wishing Mia. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. Ego said Phoenix acts like a grumpy old man sometimes. He does.
Really does.
He does.
Old man in spirit.
Uh-huh. He's an old soul.
So they went to the same school.
She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one.
Incidentally, Mia is a woman.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close.
Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Her only family? What about your parent? Phoenix!
If somebody says this person is my only family, the parents aren't in the picture anymore. They died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Like, there's never a good answer to that question.
No.
Ever. Let's move on down to center.
No, there is a good answer to the, what about your parents? It really depends on the context. In this specific context!
Yeah.
Come on, Phoenix! February 22nd. Attention Center. Visitors room.
I think my fan's setting off my PNG tuber. I'm not a fan of that.
Really?
Anyways, it's just going off. Yeah. I don't know.
Wrong. Quiet. The sun is soon.
Oh. Ego said, I finally figured out a face in a drawing I struggled with a bit ago. I am God. What'd you say? What?
Hey!
Send
Nice!
it. Congratulations. Oh, God.
Guard, I thought I told you I didn't visit her.
Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister.
No excuses! Did you not want a raise this year, hmm?
Understood, ma'am.
What was that all about?
Hi, Lana.
Honey, I see. I remember specifically telling you not. Perhaps my memory is failing.
Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney.
I'll be the one in court. This has nothing to do with you. Isn't that right, Mr.
Like, what's with the army getup?
Army
You're
getup
prosecuting.
mixed with Mia at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, how do you know?
Ego said,
Next.
so is she straddling the chair when she turns around? At one point she is.
I figure she's standing at first, maybe, but
And then sitting down here? Maybe.
yeah, I wonder if that's like the intention, and they just didn't want to do an ass shot.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Because like she was originally scolding the guard, right?
Yeah. So it
she
makes
had
sense
her
that she
back
was
to
facing the
us,
guard.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Though it is incredibly funny to imagine she was straddling the chair, or maybe
Yeah.
it's one of those spinning chairs.
Oh, God.
Mia, I've heard quite a bit. Sorry. What exactly is it that you... My name is Lana. Lana Scott. I'm chief prosecutor for this discovery. You're a prosecutor? Sisters, alone. This be a coincidence. I mean, they're just...
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There's something you should know from the start. Which is... the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime.
Wait, but the suspect! The suspect is...
Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright.
Wouldn't be the first time we've done this.
Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 1st, at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness. A witness merely saw me. That was bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate. Prosecutor's office.
Oh, just wait till you see how classy it is.
I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed. That's just... So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective.
A detective?
Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. See. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means. Uh-oh.
What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean?
Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride. They will use any means at their disposal. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by the prosecutor in this case. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little... I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible.
Lana? What happened to your hand?
Oh, this... I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him. That.
Huh?
I'm not very good at being a criminal. How am I supposed to defend this? I need to change the subject. She was in the class ahead of me, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Did she?
Well, why not? I didn't drag him all the way here from his office.
Although it seems he has very little in common. Yeah. Hey! Was in law school. I was in my third, and she was auditing the class.
Okay.
She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become that's eternal. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted. Then it was top of her class in school. God forbid we have any any romance, any gay romance in a Japanese game.
I was the best there was. Oh.
I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way.
It sounds a bit different. Unless says
Ego said, huh, a defense attorney and a prosecutor being attracted to each other. Huh. Where did I hear that before? I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Also, not both prosecuting attorneys highlighting color being red.
Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can win this case.
But Lena? Is it Lena or Lana, do you think?
I would think Lana?
Lana? Okay. I'll start going with that.
Yeah, because I for it to be Lane, you would need like an E at the end. I'd assume to actually A sound.
Okay.
That's my logic, anyways. The subconscious logic that I'm having to sit back and work.
I feel like it would be Laena or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Lana. Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana.
Mr. Wright. Yes? I believe the rest. Leave.
Alright.
You mean you're requesting my services? Don't every sleep. Client has confessed after cases. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime. Yes. Something. That look. There's something else. I'm going to.
It almost sounds like you're cutting in and out at this point. That, like, for a second there, I was actually starting to question the internet connection.
Oh, really? Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it just can't pick me up from that far, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. That far and that quiet. I don't know. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Huh? About what?
My sister, she's not always like that, you know?
I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor.
Let alone that being your back-to-back cases. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her.
I see. Sorry.
Stopped after sorry.
Yeah, something caught my eye and I looked away. That's probably.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, but
Oh.
I'm having trouble imagining.
Got a bot. Wow. Back to the game, back to the game, back to the game. There we go. Yeah, boop.
What happened?
I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not.
There's something there that defies a simple sight. Let's go check out this underground parking prosecutor's office, shall we?
Oh, okay!
Let's go.
Maybe we're reading these prosecutor's office. Underground. So this is the lot. All happened.
Looks like they're still investigating.
Honey, first visit to the prosecutor's office.
Hey everyone! Keep up the good work!
Hey! What are you thinking?
Well, they're going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes.
Phoenix just going like, listen, Emma, we're behind enemy lines now.
You cannot draw attention! You cannot draw attention! So keep your paint on and keep quiet! Stay in the bushes! They can smell your fear!
Honestly, with the head detective that's on the case right here, I think he could.
I'm trying to not stand out too much here. See?
Oh, is this him or is this the girl? I can't remember which one shows up first.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No. It's the cowboy. Hey there.
Howdy, partner.
You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner?
The partner?
What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Mr. Marshall!
Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me.
I appreciate how loose they are with the detectives' uniforms. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see?
Strike?
This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to?
What's this guy talking about?
You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina.
Was that, hombre, friend of yours?
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective.
Who thinks he's a sheriff? The Wild West, it seems. Wallet! Wallet! Wallet!
Yup.
Wallet! What's this? Wallet? Excuse me, officer?
Phoenix!
Literally breaking his own rule.
Phoenix!
Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
Dumbass!
I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything on a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
Anything in a crime scene is scientific! So instead of handing it over to the police, who are legally supposed to be collecting evidence, we're going to remove it ourselves, stash it in our pocket. We're
Yep.
gonna remove evidence from a crime scene! That's not a felony at all!
Man, the similarities just keep on coming. Not only do we have the defense attorney and prosecutor being attracted to each other, the two sisters similarity, but also the younger sister is a thief.
Yes.
What?
There seems to be something inside. You didn't take a look? Hold up. So you found this wallet.
We're about to now.
Open it up?
We're about to now.
We better.
I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
Why her eyes are sparkling. Hell, she's been waiting for this. Okay.
Time to use a DS's function and have a touchscreen. Okay. Now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to carefully examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle.
Oh. What did I hover over accidentally?
There was like a small
I think the class,
sliver of
probably.
brown. There's also the class, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh look, I think that might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter.
Oh, thanks for not telling me the control button. Yeah, that's the class. I'm assuming it's just A. Yep, cool.
This is Sergeant Bruce Good. ID number 5840.
Why bother blurring out the information if we're just gonna read it anyway?
I don't know, man.
Also, I love how the picture
Police
just looks like a
department.
copy paste.
Yeah. It's like the picture and the police department logo are both really nice and crisp too, and then you have Sergeant Bruce Goodman and then the ID.
Yeah, it's because like the information is so blurred.
Blah, 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 9.
Yeah, it's because the information is blurred that makes the picture and the logo seem so fake.
Yeah.
Like, it's two very different like detailings on the card that just don't clash well. Oh. Ego said, "Oh god, he reminds me of this character from Limbus who's this Chinese mafia guy who for some fucking reason has a southern accent. This motherfucker's name, Lei Heng, and is talking like my friend's uncle from Texas."
I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it.
Cool, we opened a wall and checked inside.
Yeah.
Very scientific.
You opened a wallet. Congratulations.
No, now the picture's not even there. Jesus. Investigator's ID card. Found at prosecutor's office. Crime scene. ID number 5842189. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Oh. Ego said, and the worst part is, it's not even like super unrealistic Southern. It's like accurate Southern.
Damn.
Love that.
Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on.
Alright.
This is where the cars leave the lot.
The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an...
What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit.
Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a purpose.
Aha! The theory of relativity.
What?
I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright! Maybe, was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British?
Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name?
Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice.
I could see the whole parking.
It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe?
Emma! Emma!
Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later.
I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just the security guard office.
You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day.
God, they don't have a test for sun.
Aha! A ladder!
That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? In scientific terms, please.
Scientific, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
This all seems so horribly familiar for something.
Phoenix has ladder-related PTSD.
Phoenix was writing fanfiction during his college days, and he had a whole thing in which he had to investigate ladders, and that's when he learned the difference between a ladder and a step ladder, and that's why it sticks with him.
Look, a door! This must mean something!
I'm not sure that doors mean anything.
Oh, I missed this earlier. Ego, continuing from their previous comments, said, "My friend from Texas legit said, I feel like I'm talking to my uncle." That's awesome.
Nice.
No, it won't open! A mysterious lock!
I fail to see what's mysterious about it.
Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more.
Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? She and Maya would get along like a house on fire.
Oh, absolutely they would.
Here, a phone! Let's see if it works.
Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
The last thing we need is our fingerprints on a crime scene. Wear gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ego said, it was most funny when the dude started saying Chinese words and shit. Just full swap.
I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure?
What is she babbling about? Maybe it's...
Hey, what did you just say?
Maybe it's because there's no one on the other end? Have you heard that?
Yeah.
See? You can hear just fine. Phone's broken. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water.
It's heavy! I can't even budge it!
And the drum over here is on it.
Wait, I know! I'll hide in here and do a stakeout!
I think you'll probably just get it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you might not even have to hide in the drum.
What? I'm not suspicious!
Yes, you were.
You are at a crime scene. Unauthorized. You are inherently suspicious.
Left bumper slide. There it is!
There it is!
Well, no time to waste! Let's get hunting for clues! I don't know what this is.
Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly.
The sheriff!
Like I said before, this here's our clay. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing a button bolt.
Ah! Harry!
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Well, well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body on her saddle, eh?
Please!
No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a converser you like.
Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter?
I don't know, but whatever he's drinking, I want some of it.
Walking safe, is it cactus
He-
juice?
He's on the good shit, whatever it is.
Note to self. Look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza.
Maybe we should check out room 1202. High prosecutor's office.
In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim.
Right. Great.
Great! Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out!
Now it's probably the girl, I think.
Hey, excuse me? Where are you two all set?
Us?
Right, that's
Howdy.
what she looks like.
Yes!
Okay. I honestly forgot what she looked like.
Yeah.
What's this? She couldn't be...
Oh, Ego said, cerveza, did he say? That's beer.
Hell yeah!
You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene.
You know what? Fuck it, you're stuck with this, boys.
Hello? Half and half, was it?
Oh, thanks.
And you, sir?
Yes?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks. This?
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Or are you officers?
No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance.
Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cock-up queen are over.
I imagine that Phoenix is like actually starting to eat the food and then hears the phrase cough up queen and just starts choking.
Cough up? Huh?
Yeah, Ego said, the what?
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch.
Ego said, that's a porn star name, dog. Absolutely it is.
I'm quite connected to this case, you see.
I think this might be the worst voice I've heard you do. I think the only one that beats this out is the voice you did for Teru Teru.
Which never got recorded! That one never got recorded.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Damn! Alright, well, let me know.
None of the Danganronpa videos did.
No, yes, some of the Danganronpa videos did.
Did they?
We started recording halfway through 2.
We started live streaming halfway through 2.
Oh!
I didn't start recording until
No,
like the second to last.
I recorded,
Oh, you were?
I
Did you?
think-
You have them?
Yeah, I think I got all of Ultra Despair Girls and V3.
Okay.
I might have gotten 1 or 2 of 2, but I definitely got Ultra Despair Girls and I definitely got V3. Okay, maybe not all of No, I think it is all of Ultra Despair Girls. I'd have to check.
Do you have your reaction to the first time seeing Nagato?
Yes.
Sorry, the servant.
Yes, that is why I'm pretty sure I have all of it, because that is like the first video. And I definitely caught that.
I think about that every now and then. Just, I want to pull the chain.
Yank. I said yank. Let's be.
No, you said I want to pull the chain.
I want to
Yeah,
yank.
I think you also. Oh, okay, yeah, I want to yank the chain. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the external hard drive I've got lurking around some here.
Okay. Now, I was thinking about like the ones that I recorded for YouTube because I didn't start recording for YouTube until almost the end of Persona.
Okay. Yeah, I could. In the event that I'm out there next time, if I remember, I'll bring it out to you. Because I don't.
Sure.
It'll take a while for me to email them or something. but
It would take a while, yeah.
I guess I could also upload them to Google Drive with their videos, and they're gonna take up a lot of space.
They would, yeah. Well, that's all good. I don't necessarily need to upload them either. Like, it'd be cool to, but it's not a big rush. Yee. Ego said, what luck that I was able to see so much. Yee. Yeah, you caught us pretty early, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Alright, so let me know if the voice gets too annoying and I'll swap it up.
Mm-hmm.
The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets.
Secrets?
Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder! The stabbing of that detective. What?
Okay, right, she's me too.
Mm-hmm.
Witness clearly saw.
You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about?
Please! Cough up, Queen! Tell us what happened!
The name is Angel Star! Don't you go forgetting it.
Both of her names are porn star names!
I bet, right as you said that, Ego sent a message. Oh, your real name is a porn star name, too. Yes, they are.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels.
Dominatrix porn star.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am! Yes! She means it.
Phoenix, you're such a bottom. Talk.
Somehow, I knew.
Ego said, Phoenix, you have a type. And then, so true. Yeah.
Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen.
Phoenix is a bottom, and on the good days, he's a power bottom.
Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason?
You're a defense attorney, right? You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity.
Does anybody just want to call the prosecutor's office what it is? Do we all have to have some special name for it?
Oh my god.
Evil ones?
Prosecutors! They have no qualms at all about blackening the names of innocents.
We just keep going, and I just keep going more and more witchy with this woman. Okay.
Yep. Shockingly, the more witchy you've gotten, the better the voice has gotten for me, so...
And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce!
So, she's saying there was some sort of prosecutor's convention yesterday?
I was almost compelled to lace their lounges with something foul.
Ego said, "What has my life come to? I'm writing the sounds a clock makes when I get down to business."
Tick, 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 tick.
I have a horrible idea. That's the finishing noise! Ego just said Lamau. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Oh, we're all degenerates. Ego said I've seen a lot of creative ideas on AO3, let me tell you.
Oh, I bet.
I'm sure you have.
I haven't read any of his fanfiction, but I'm positive you have.
Oh my god. Alright.
Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil?
Young miss.
Ego said a cash register ka-ching is the most common for that situation. Oh no, I think I'm a fan of the cuckoo clock.
Cuckoo clock!
I haven't seen a single clock that goes ka-ching.
Not unless it's like a highly specialized one, but a cuckoo noise.
It's just like it's the bell and hammer, just
Oh god.
Oh god. Ego said that is also very funny. Yeah, the cuckoo clock. Jeez.
Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the Kappa Queen.
Please don't have a minor star in your next porn video.
Yeah, I was about, yeah. Ma'am, that is a minor. Have you seen? You probably haven't, because you're not on TikTok. There's a song. I don't know the exact name of the song because I only know this these two lyrics. So she's a bit of a fixer-upper. That's a minor thing. You know those lines.
Okay.
Somebody cut it off. Near the end to have it be. So she's a bit of a fixer-upper. That's a minor.
Nice.
It's just like God, yeah. It's usually like mocking like Minecraft YouTubers or like stuff like that. It's like Jesus Christ, but it's a really funny sound.
Whoops.
Whoops.
I hit spacebar and things are showing up. Okay, there we go.
Uh-oh.
The most heinous of all the evil ones. The one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all!
Ego said, Dante does many funny noises in the actual game, including the ka-ching and a train whistle. That's really funny.
Ha! Nice.
Wait. No. I'm just thinking of, like, if something, like, kills the mood, it's just a slide whistle.
That would be funny, though.
Yeah.
Really?
Really? What? I'm totally confused. One thing clear. This lunch lady has a thing across.
Sorry, my brain's thinking of like different whistle noises now. And do you know the groan tubes, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I don't know why or in what situation it would be applied to, but just hearing the groan tube sound coming from the clock-faced man would be funny to me.
Questions on that one?
Just a little bit. Did you read this one?
Yes.
Yeah. What you witnessed?
So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see.
You mean you saw the very moment of the crime?
The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife.
Wait a second. You know Lana Sky.
Of course! It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey? I wonder.
She always travels light?
Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Because it's probably public knowledge?
Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star?
I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the boxed lunches are a hit here.
Yeah, I wonder why.
In Japanifornia? Yeah, that makes sense.
Why not make the lunches here rather than import them?
Did you say something?
No.
Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tsao's Trilobite lunch set. What?
You know,
What the
there's a
fuck?
lot of things that I would trust to be imported. You know, candies, packaged snacks. I don't think I would order boxed lunches that were imported. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
I would be iffy on that.
Yeah. Especially fish.
Yeah. I guess if
never
I
mind.
knew it was being frozen the whole time, maybe. I would
Nah,
try it.
I feel like I don't think I would. I don't think I would trust that.
I think I would if it was, or if it was something. I don't know if I'd eat meat, but like if it was pasta or something like that, I could see myself.
Sure.
Like
Yeah,
vegetarian
yeah.
pasta.
Yeah.
Myself having, especially if
Sure.
it was frozen the whole time or supposed to be frozen the whole time.
Yeah, if you were told that it's been frozen the whole time. Yeah. Okay.
Never mind. You win.
I don't even want to appreciate art. I don't even try.
Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office.
Your boyfriend?
See the security room over there?
The glass-walled booth.
I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him.
Since you're here anyway. I guess selling lunches is more important than this.
Hey, get that bread.
Yeah.
So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis. Not.
Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star?
I sense some hostility.
Hostility? Ha! are all alike. And the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder.
I hate that.
I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past.
That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, Cough Up Queen.
I thought she was just a bunch of... Now I'm not so sure.
What? Actually, probably best to call it there.
Alright. Sounds
Yeah?
Oh, hi.
Unless you want to go through more dialogue. It is time. About
good.
time.
No, yeah, no, I'm good to call it here.
That we will save whoever's car and office we're going to as a mystery for next time. But yeah. Ego said, okie dokie, see ya. Yeah, have a good night, Ego.
Yeah, have a good night.
And
Bye.
yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.